U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll roll him out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Brings up third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 73 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
47-yard
Prescott looks to throw on first. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
At the 7-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
6-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Sean McCoy, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
13 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down at the 28.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This is Fournette, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
27-yard line.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Chasing Pierre-Paul. In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cook. Get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They run again on first down. Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Levante David in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Stepping up, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dak Prescott. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game,
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Vikings 14.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is good.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive.
This guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. He just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Minnesota Vikings.
Prescott now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Levante David. It's a gain of 4.
Prescott.
3rd and 6.
And that is incomplete. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 59 yards. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
Prescott off play action. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete. He was
glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Complete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yards to go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott setting up the screen for Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Fournette. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
The 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And Rudolph has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And 10.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Defenses have had their struggles this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight.
And looking at it from the